So those frigid temperatures mixed with the cold weather and flash freeze overnight, they're a combination for dangerous road conditions. So we're looking live behind me. We're going to get images of Defender, and that's what we're seeing there this morning. You can see the roads covered because of that blowing and drifting snow. And right now, crews are out across Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan to keep things as safe as possible. We're joined live right now by Kelsie Hoagland with the Ohio Department of Transportation. So Kelsie, good morning. And ODOT, you all have been getting ready for this storm. So what challenges are your crews facing this morning?
Good morning, Stephen. Thanks for having me. Yes, our crews definitely were prepared for this storm. It's something that, being our first weather event, they were anticipating and looking forward to. But the blowing wind, like your weather crew just said, the blowing wind and those frigid temperatures definitely do call for rough conditions. So blowing wind, we're seeing a lot of, like they said, snowfall is nearly complete in the Toledo metro area, or at least it appears to be. But there is a lot of blowing snow that's creating a bit of a challenge.
So we're looking at blowing snow, Kelsie. Ryan just mentioned some areas 28 degrees below because of the wind chill. Are you all just at the mercy of this storm right now? Because at some point, salt and brine is not effective anymore, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So we did try to get out ahead of the storm. We started applying some of our salt materials as late as or as early as possible last night once the precipitation did start and start kind of shifting into those colder temperatures. So we were out there, but yes, it does make rock salt a lot more difficult to react to the temperatures. However, crews are out there and still applying so that we can have at least some layers on the surface.
So what would you say to anyone right now who does have to be out there on the road, or people still deciding, hey, I'm going to travel for the holiday season?
This morning, I mean, right now, I don't know if daylight is going to help us, but right now there are definitely times where visibility is impacted critically. And if you do have to go out, it certainly is something that you need to evaluate what is in your best interest as an individual. But if you're weary behind the wheel, this might not be the morning for you. And if you do go out, please give our plows room. These vehicles are very large. The conditions are not ideal. It is difficult to see at times. So please do give our plow trucks room to work. Covers from Williams County all the way to Ottawa County. So a couple of those different ones that you mentioned have a level 3. Those are also ours. So just please do make sure that we're watching out for our trucks out there.
Yeah, indeed. So everyone can stay safe. And Kelsie, I assume what you all are seeing right now as you're getting that snow off the roadways with the winds, that snow is just blowing right over. So crews are just really just working in a repetitive way just to make sure that those roads are passable at this point, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We have our plow blades down. We are revisiting our locations as much as possible, as frequently as possible, to try and make sure that we have that coverage. But definitely a lot of blowing and a lot of repeat snow that we're pushing off of the roadway.
Yeah, what a storm that we're dealing with. Well, Kelsie, we want to thank you this morning for joining us.
Thanks, Stephen.
And we also want to thank those men and women who are working on those roadways just to keep them passable for us. Our team of meteorologists, they're watching this storm closely. We'll check in with them for another look at that storm, and I'll have a look at the roads, weather, and traffic together coming up at 6:21.